How Elon Musk is connected to the conflict between Russia and Ukraine. The world is currently focused on the conflict between Russia and Ukraine, especially since it has the potential to become a full-blown war. Billionaire tech icon Elon Musk had originally warned us about the conflict, and now it's sad to see it coming to pass. Elon Musk predicts that in the worst-case scenario, this conflict could be the event that will incite the Third World War. Join me in this video as we explore Elon Musk's warning about the Russia-Ukraine conflict and how he hopes to resolve it. Over the years, we have seen countries engage other countries in war and other aspects of violence, but none had the potential to culminate into a world war. Regardless, Elon Musk has always believed that Russia is one of the countries capable of causing a large-scale war in the world. In 2017, the SpaceX and Tesla CEO tweeted how world leaders who are obsessed with AI could cause the end of the world. Musk tweeted, "China, Russia, soon all the countries of strong computer science. Competition for AI superiority at national level most likely cause of World War III in my opinion." Elon had been forced to make this prediction after a statement by the president of Russia, Vladimir Putin, where he said in a statement that artificial intelligence is the future, not only for Russia, but for all mankind. It comes with colossal opportunities, but also threats that are difficult to predict. Whoever becomes the leader in this sphere will become the ruler of the world. Along with Elon, many media analysts had foreseen this conflict, and it trended in media outlets. With Musk's prediction coming to pass, no one is excited at the current situation. World leaders have started mass evacuation plans for their citizens in Ukraine. It is quite an unfortunate incident for the rest of the world when Vladimir Putin announced military operations in Ukraine. The Russian army began the invasion on the 24th of February 2022. Since then, there have been multiple reports of explosion and bombing, coupled with Russian vehicles entering Ukraine from various parts of the border. Casualties have been reported from both sides. If you're wondering what will prompt Putin to declare war on Ukraine, tighten your seatbelts because I'm about to take you on an interesting journey on history. Russia and Ukraine have had a complicated relationship that backtracks centuries. Ukraine declared its independence in 1991. It has been the breadbasket of Europe and one of the most powerful republics in the USSR. Following its independence, Russia kept a close eye on their neighbor to the west. The current conflict between both countries began in 2021 when Ukrainian President Volodymyr Alexandrovich Zelensky urged America's President Joe Biden to let the country become a part of NATO. This move was not welcomed by Russia, and it incited the movement of troops to the Ukraine border for a training exercise. By December 2021, Russian forces around the Ukrainian border caused so much suspicion that the US intelligence report deduced that Russia had plans to attack Ukraine. Accordingly, the President of the United States of America, Joe Biden, warned Russia that it would attract world sanctions if it dared to attack Ukraine border. But in the first place, why would it be a big deal to Russia if Ukraine decides to join NATO or any world organization that will be beneficial to the country? Well, there's a simple answer for that. The North Atlantic Treaty Organization, also called NATO, is an intergovernmental military alliance between 27 countries, one Asian country and two North American countries. The United States and the United Kingdom are major alliances of the movement. NATO's purpose is to guarantee the freedom and security of its members through political and military means. The United States and Russia are rivals who are opposing sides. Putin's government is under the belief that Ukraine's decision to become a part of the organization puts his own country at risk. Given the bad blood between Russia and Kyiv, Putin will do everything in his power to make sure that Ukraine does not get access to the military alliance that other countries and NATO will guarantee. It's a sad reality that Putin has decided to enforce this will of his with violence. Prior to the Cold War, both Ukraine and Russia belonged to the same union, the Soviet Union. In fact, it was said that the countries shared such close social ties that Ukrainians could speak Russian. The relationship lost its stability after the collapse of the Soviet Union. Both countries separated and achieved independence. Their relationship took a bad turn following the constant dispute for territory. In February and March 2014, Russia invaded and subsequently annexed the Crimean Peninsula from Ukraine. Ever since, the diplomacy has gone from bad to worse. In 2015, Russia was accused of attacking Ukraine's power grid. More than 230,000 citizens were affected by the power outage, which lasted for 6 hours. Elon Musk is one of the influential people in the world monitoring the relationship between the two countries. He has never hesitated to warn Russia over the Ukraine conflict. There is no doubt that Elon Musk will support Ukraine in the ongoing conflict with Russia. On the 26th of February, the SpaceX founder and CEO announced that the company's Starlink internet satellites are now active in Ukraine as the country suffers a power outage as a result of Russia's invasion. Starlink service is now active in Ukraine, Musk, the Tesla CEO, tweeted. More terminals en route. As a citizen of the United States, Musk will ally with Ukraine just like his country. Aside from this, he enjoys a cordial relationship with the country and its leaders. In 2017, he promised to help the country install a solar system as a solution to their electric crisis. He had won the hearts and admiration of the Ukrainians. Ukrainian Prime Minister Volodymyr Grozman contacted Musk on Twitter on Monday to say he wanted to follow up on the details. He wrote, "Thanks at Elon Musk. Interesting idea. Ukraine is eager to become a test site for innovation. Let's talk it over in detail." Elon Musk will also support Ukraine because he has a beef with Russia. In 2001 and 2002, Musk had a very frustrating experience in his time with Russia. The tech genius made several trips to Russia with the aim of purchasing a rocket for SpaceX. All his trips were unsuccessful. Every time he visited, the Russians hiked the price of their rocket. Eventually, Musk realized that they were not willing to sell. This was what inspired him to start his SpaceX company. As such, this is an opportunity for Musk to take revenge against the Russians. The Russian tech community on the internet and in statesmen have also found ways to make fun of Musk's progress and his Mars exploration scheme. If the US gets involved in the war, their economy will suffer and the dollar weight will go weaker. This will be a setback for Musk and companies in the United States. Musk can only grow in a functioning economy. Currently, the billionaire tech icon and CEO is the richest man in the world and will not want his position to be replaced by other billionaires like Bernard Arnault from France. Musk will definitely be worried about how the United States will be affected in the case of a full-blown war. The Ukrainians in the United States will definitely increase in the event of the war. There is nothing to be worried about as the United States has a strong military presence that is unrivaled. America's forces have decades of experience in the war following their peacekeeping missions in Iraq and Afghanistan. The Russian forces, on the other hand, do not have this level of experience. The United States also have many ties across the world. They have used the past decade to build relationships with many countries. They are influential and have an army larger than Putin's army. The military and tech advancement of the United States will definitely give them an edge over Russia. The United States is the home of high-definition tech, and they are capable of deploying nuclear bombs that can evade radar detection. The United States have a stronger economy and wider financial support. Finance is critical to the success of any war. Do not forget that the United States is home to some of the greatest billionaires in the world. According to the World Population Review, the United States has the most billionaires with 724, followed by China, including Hong Kong and Macau, with 698. Billionaires such as Elon Musk will definitely rally behind the United States. So far, both Russia and Ukraine have reported a number of casualties. It is now clear more than ever that Putin is intent on using violence to cajole Ukrainians into doing his bidding. He has indicated on live television that he's ready to accept whatever outcome of the war. The Ukrainian Prime Minister has called on Ukrainian citizens to protest against the war. The Kyiv government have compared Putin to Hitler, considering his intention to start a world war just like Hitler. Ukraine has also called on allies to stand by them with their military and financial support. Russia has received widespread condemnation from leaders across the world. The conflict between both countries has begun just as it was predicted by Elon Musk. The world is watching the development of the conflict, and we promise to keep you updated with any actions or comments from Elon Musk. Please don't forget to like and share this video with your friend.